So the ESP Passion has been a staple in my bag for a long time as my longer buzz, my dead straight 7-speed. If you know anything about me, you know I love the dead straight disc. But today, a new challenger approaches. Huge shout out to Disc Golf Heroes USA for sending me out this sweet S-Line FD. Let's see whether the FD or the Passion deserves the spot in my bag as the neutral workhorse. Hole 1 plays 315 straight ahead. Our first opportunity to see how these two discs fly in comparison to each other. We're gonna go Passion up first since that's what we've been bagging the longest. Yes. Okay, great first shot. Now let's put the FD out there. A little more hyzer out of the hand, starting a little left. Nowhere as near as good as Passion, but a worse throw. So we're way left here on that FD shot. But we are past the pin and a little bit further than the Passion. Not a great run on that one, but leaves ourselves a little 10-15 footer to tap in. And a great first drive with the Passion. Leave ourselves a nice little tap in there. That's a good way to start. You'll love to see that. We're gonna play hole 2 from the longs, 430 feet. Should give us a really great opportunity to air these discs out and get a good sense for how they fly on a full power rip. Passion up first. A little bit of turn out of the hand, turns a little bit more. Okay, got that one a little higher. Similar release angle though. You see that FD does start to come back a little bit more, so maybe a touch more stable than the Passion. I'm really happy with this FD. Get down. Ooh, leaked it a little left. Similar distance to the FD, just way farther right up the hill, so a little farther from the pin is the Passion. Put that up there. We need that to dig. Oh, a little skip. All right, hole 3 plays 270 back behind those bushes. We're gonna try the forehand. Now, normally these aren't discs that I would forehand in this slot, but I am curious to see how they hold up to the torque and the spin and stability of the forehand. So Passion up first. Yeah, there's the flip and turn. Doesn't burn over on me though, so that's something. That's what I was worried about with the forehand. I just don't quite have the forehand touch for these neutral discs. Yeah, okay, so you see it? Not turning quite as much and fighting back to the end. Once again, just a touch more stable than that Passion. Here's the Passion, quite a bit farther with the FD up there. Nice little flex putt with the Passion. Here's our FD. Actually, all things considered, pretty good forehand for being a neutral 7-speed. Hole 4 plays 376 up into the trees. We have to avoid all this junk on the left. So we're gonna try and hit these discs both a little to the right, very flat, and then let them finish back to the left. Passion up first. Okay, came out on a little bit of Annie. Let's see the integrity. Just kind of holds it, barely starts to fly back to the end. Let's try the FD. Oh, once again, a lot of Annie out of the hand, turned it way too much. Yeah, and it just goes right the whole way. Not great shots. Not my best ever throw with the FD. Definitely turned it a little too much. We're gonna try and just get a forehand through that opening. Oh, I sawed it off, but I got lucky. Wow. Much better shot with the Passion, much better push. Less turn, we're still a little pinched. Oh gosh. The better drive, the worse upshot, the worse result. Hate to see it. Holes 6, 7, 8, and 9 on this course are really too short for these discs to get much of a read on at all. So instead of playing those holes, we're gonna throw these in the field. We have a little ravine here, but then off in the distance, we're about even with where the ground's at. We're gonna give these both a good rip, see how they fly, and really try and get a final idea of which we like better. Good little hyzer flip up to flat with the finish. I mean, that's a great flight. Nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see how it compares to the FD. A little more turn on that FD, a little less hyzer out of the hand too, but it didn't burn over, so I appreciate that. Now, here's something that's interesting to me about the FD. I also happen to have a C-Line FD, which is a little more overstable than that S-Line, and that's really attractive to me. I only have the Passion in one plastic, which means one stability. But if this flies a little more overstable and then the S-Line is a little more understable, that could be a really good pairing to have one mold cover multiple slots in my bag. Let's give this C-Line a rip. Yeah, gets to flat and then finishes out. That's really nice. See, the S-Line is a tick more understable than the Passion. The C-Line is a tick more overstable than the Passion. Passion is just kind of right there in between. So that's really interesting. So let's walk and talk about those results. We're at our C-Line FD right now. UDisc is showing us at 335. Now, a little bit further here to my right, we're gonna come up on our Passion. Now there is a difference between these discs in terms of speed and hand feel. We have to get into that. The Passion's an 8, the FDs are 7 speeds. Here at the Passion, we're throwing 370 on U-disc. Now our S-Line FD is even further here to the right, and I think this spread shows a really good representation of the stability difference in these discs. The S-Line FD, most understable, Passion in the middle, C-Line FD, most overstable. So as we come up here on our S-Line FD, we're showing very similar distance actually, 375 on U-disc. So that gives us an idea of how far we're throwing these, now slightly downhill to be sure, and that was in a wide open field, not trying to hit a gap or a fairway, but at least it gives you a reference. So at the end of the day, the most important question, and maybe the only question that really matters, is which one of these two discs deserves a slot in my bag? Well, after playing those 4 holes and throwing these in the field quite a bit, I have to say it is ultimately going to be the FD that makes the bag, in large part because I have 2 different SDs in 2 different stabilities. Having the complement of the C-Line with the S-Line is really, really awesome. That way, if the wind picks up, I can still get that dead straight shot with the C-Line when the S-Line might turn and burn. Now, I have loved the Passion. I've enjoyed my time with it, and it's not to say it's gonna be out of the bag forever, because this is a really great disc. It's popular for a reason, but it does have a very unique feel in the hand with that nose bead, with a very different feeling rim, whereas the FDs just feel so straight ahead, so traditional. They instill a lot of confidence out on the disc golf course. So I'd love to hear from you. What is your go-to dead straight 7 speed? What disc makes your bag? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. As always, my name is Andrew Wood. The journey is the destination. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.